final game of the regular season. For some, a chance at postseason glory. For others, maybe like you, Grant, working on their golf game.
Exactly, and I know you're always working on your swing too, B.A. But personally, I can't wait for the postseason. Nothing like the excitement of playoff basketball.
And the Milwaukee starting five. Inside, we have Giannis and Lopez. Then there's Taurean Prince. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. And it's Rollins in at the one.
Well, I'll tell you what, his vertical is awesome, off the charts. A short center who still makes his presence felt.
And Milwaukee has possession. Following the score by Detroit. Prince with the bucket.
Prince gets the ball and knows he's ready to let it fly. This guy plays with great confidence.
Outside Hardaway. Duren with it. And it's 6-10. Jalen Duren is an incredible athlete for his size.
Yeah, he's got a lot of bounce, which helps him as a rim protector, rebounder, and lob threat. Plus, he's got quick feet, and he's able to guard smaller guys on the perimeter.
Detroit shooting their first free throws of the game now. First one falls for him. Well, Clark, this Bucks roster is loaded with veteran talent, but their window for another run won't last long.
No, those windows don't last forever, especially with so many young teams around the league on the ascent. The Bucks may want to take a page from them and give some of their younger players a chance to grow and contribute.
And Duren drops them both.
As of right now, Jalen Duren kind of seems like a classic big man. He can block, he can rebound, and he really focuses on finding close-range looks.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. 23 points his last outing. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, J.B. Bickerstaff and I were able to chat. Of course, we talked mostly about Giannis Antetokounmpo, the focus of this one. Coach telling me I've lost sleep thinking about Giannis. He can just take over a game, no matter how you play him. We're hoping he'll be a little off tonight. Do off nights exist for Giannis, guys? We'll find out.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Now here's Antetokounmpo. The stats he's putting up, impressive. Averaging around 30.5 points a game. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And Clark, Giannis is an endearing player in many ways. Which one of his dad jokes is your favorite?
Tell you what, B.A., I can't pick out a favorite, but I love the fact that he's got such a great sense of humor and a sense of being comfortable in his own skin. That all comes out when he interacts with the media and fans. He doesn't take himself too seriously, and I think that's why so many people love him.
And he can't get the first one. Well, Clark, we all continue to be amazed by Giannis. What do you like most about his game?
I just think his passion and energy and relentless effort, he gives it to you every time he steps between the line. You get the sense he's not taking any plays off, and he's trying his very best, and that's an endearing quality and something I've really admired about his game throughout his career.
And he's good on the second.
He is creeping up in those all-time conversations. Giannis has won regular season and Finals MVP plus Defensive Player of the Year. Quite the resume, and he is not done for a while, folks.
Back to Cunningham. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
And they got a spot in the top 10 when it comes to hampering the opposing offense. They create solid coverage that doesn't allow for a lot of easy shots.
And they do shoot it at a very high clip. One of the most efficient offenses in the league. They don't take too many bad shots. Milwaukee with the ball. Their last encounter was in Detroit, where they were able to handle the Pistons.
And in the last meeting, they were the better defensive team. They were the disruptors, causing turnovers all over the place.
Very satisfying performance, and one they'll look to repeat tonight. And they ended up winning it going away.
Now here's Cunningham. 35 points for him last game against Sacramento.
Terrific all-around effort. He did a great job of creating for himself and others. You want to run your offense through him, a reliable scoring option.
Rollins passes to Antetokounmpo. Fires from 14. Buries the jump shot.
You know, Giannis has a really good basketball IQ, so he recognizes that taking and making mid-range jumpers is going to help keep the defense honest when they're guarding him.
And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And hey, we got Big Sean in the building tonight for this Pistons home game.
Yeah, a very proud Detroit native who has done a lot for this city. It's great to see Big Sean out here supporting his team.
The Pistons have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Cunningham outside. Duren finds Hardaway. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. They want to keep rolling here following a win against Minnesota.
I mean, it looked like that game was over, but they finally kicked it into gear in the fourth. A tremendous comeback.
Being as far down as they were, as late as they were down, I mean, that should feel really good to that group to come away with the win.
Out on his own on the break. Blocked.
You see the athleticism of Cunningham, using it there to come up with the swat.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
When you're trying to stop a guy like this, you have to match his intensity level.
And we all know what can happen when he gets rolling. A hot start can turn into an explosive scoring night.
Now here's Kuzma. He's scoreless. Inside. Here's Lopez. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
You know, even in games where he hasn't been at his best this season, I mean, he still managed to get it done at the charity stripe when he gets his opportunities.
The free throw drops for Lopez.
And, you know, Lopez has such a likable personality and way about him. Just a good-spirited guy, and it's one of the reasons his teammates enjoy playing with him.
Duren. That one is off. Good work defensively by Lopez. Prince against Hardaway. Here's Antetokounmpo. Thompson pulls it in. Pistons trail by 3. Cunningham with the ball, guarded by Antetokounmpo. Cunningham passes to Thompson. The shot's good on the assist by Cunningham.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
And here's Antetokounmpo. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. Pass to Lopez. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That one on Duren.
Really hard to get to the shot of Lopez, especially with his reach.
And this is his 2nd and 3rd free throws tonight. First free throw is good.
A big physical guy with an undeniably silky stroke. Brook Lopez is a force to be reckoned with at both ends of the floor.
And Lopez drops them both. All right, Grant, I have to ask you, has there ever been a more intimidating team than the old bad boy Pistons?
Well, they weren't fancy, but they played hard and they played physical basketball. Every team that faced those Detroit teams knew they were in for a battle.
And it's Cunningham missing.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Pass to Duren. To the middle. And they double up Harris. Kicks it out to Cunningham. Now Hardaway. Takes a three. The rebound by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got his 5th rebound in this one. Down low. And it's Kuzma finishing it off.
Boy, he makes it look so easy, doesn't he? Rising off the ground like that. Kuzma takes a lot of pride, not only in finishing with finesse, but power, too.
Now here's Thompson. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Sacramento. Cunningham against Kuzma. Just 5 on the clock. Cunningham left side. Kuzma with the defensive effort. The Bucks leading by 4. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Over Cunningham. And it falls all over the rim and in. Antetokounmpo has got 7 points. Detroit has gone 1 of 2 from 3-point land so far. Duren, the pass to Hardaway. Driving in to the paint. And there's Thompson on the assist from Hardaway. 5 points in the game.
A nimble play by the Rook. Thompson had to stay agile to beat the contact.
Antetokounmpo, the pass to Prince. Kuzma with the ball. Oh, and a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. On the break. Here's Cunningham. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. And make no mistake, Cade Cunningham is the engine of this team, Grant.
Man, his vision and playmaking are crucial to the offense. Coach trusts him to make the right reads and set up his teammates. He has cut down on mistakes and is rounding into an elite point guard.
Clark, one thing to note when you play the Bucks, they don't give up many offensive rebounds.
Yeah, that's exactly right, B.A. Against Milwaukee, your first shot in each possession is probably and likely going to be your last shot. Some teams don't even try for second chance opportunities against the Bucks. They're such a strong defensive rebounding team.
And he sinks the second.
Yeah, can you say total package? Cunningham, the prototype guard these days.
Pass to Lopez. Kuzma outside. Lopez, the screen on Thompson. Kuzma, the pass to Lopez. And stolen by Stewart. Thompson in the post. Porter's there. That ties the game.
Well, that's Beasley's shot right there. He loves to rise and fire and knock them down from behind the arc.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 6 of 11 so far. A chance here to catch up with Ali from the sideline.
Giannis Antetokounmpo wants to take on the tough assignments defensively. He said, quote, "I believe I'm one of the best two-way players to ever play this game, and I want to have that challenge, knowing that you gave everything to the game and you gave everything to stop the other team's best player."
He certainly wants to dominate in every way, Ali. Thank you. Grant, Kyle Kuzma is an instinctual scorer who gets it done in a variety of ways.
He's especially skilled inside the painted area, but he's a capable shooter from mid-range and beyond the arc. Plus, he's someone you can rely on in the clutch.
That's good from Kuzma.
Could be better from the line. Kuzma, a smooth shooter, but needs work from there.
For the Pistons, Fontecchio's checked in for Thompson, and it's Dennis Schroeder in for Cunningham. Smith, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Green comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. The Pistons trailing. Fontecchio outside. To the inside. And the call will be against Kyle Kuzma. That's his first foul of the game. Holland, he's checked in for Tobias Harris. And Milwaukee with a change here too. Nance is checked in. Here's Holland, defended by Kuzma. Nice move. Holland gets the bucket. And the Pistons lead by 1.
Oh, what a crafty move, causing the defender to pause right there.
Porter, the pass to Kuzma. Outside for Green. Fires the 3. Rebound Detroit.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Here's Stewart. He can't get that one to fall. Nice D from Nance. Shoots from 12. And he gets it to go off the front iron. Kuzma's got his second basket on the night.
Boy, Kuzma's such an impressive player, able to dial it in from these in-between spots with relative ease.
Fontecchio, right side. Misses the 3. The Bucks have gotten 7 of 13 shots to drop. Here's Kuzma. And Fontecchio pulls it down. Detroit has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Down low. Stewart, the pass to Fontecchio. Porter against Schroeder. Pass to Stewart. Here's Holland. This one for 3. Rebounded by Trent. Kuzma, right side. Drops it in from 14 feet away. Kuzma's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Nice start as he's knocked down 3 of his first 4 and has hit the ground at high speed.
Just flawless timing right there.
Right? The dish, the catch, the flush, the whole thing was perfect.
And it all had to be, because that's not nearly as easy as they made it appear.
Porter against Schroeder. Porter, the pass to Trent. There's the 3. Knocks down the long J. And the Bucks lead by 4.
Fantastic job moving the ball there by Porter Jr., understanding exactly what was available when his teammates were open.
Pass to Fontecchio. Beasley for 3. Nance pulls down the board. And so Trent will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. And here's Green from the arc. Holland with a rebound. Well, Detroit shooting right around 42% on the first. Porter against Schroeder. Pulls it from 20. Rebound, Milwaukee. Green finds Porter. 30 seconds left now in the first quarter. Trent. It's tipped. Inside. Back to Schroeder. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From the top of the key. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Now here's Porter. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. 1 quarter in the books. And it's been a close one. Milwaukee out in front. Up 2. And the second quarter is on its way when we return. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. All right, what stands out to you from Milwaukee in this one?
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
Milwaukee in the lead. Down low, it's going to be Harris and Duren. Cade Cunningham out there with Tim Hardaway. And it's Thompson in at the three, the small forward. That's the group for Detroit right now. Trent's gone 1 for 3 from the field here. Here's Hardaway. Second chance shot. And the layup is good. And that ties it up.
Yeah, mixing it up inside. And I like when Hardaway Jr. tries his luck close to the rim.
Porter, the pass to Trent. Count it. 2 for 4 from the field now. NBA scoring has been climbing over the past decades, Grant. Is the league too offensive at the moment, do you think?
Well, we know that people like scoring, the fans, players, everyone, but the league needs to make sure there aren't hamstringing defenders too much. So I think allowing some more physicality incentivizes the defender to defend, and now we have competition on both sides of the ball.
Pass to Green. Here's Livingston, covered by Duren. Trent for three. Gets the three to fall. Trent's got 5 points in the quarter.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now here's Cunningham. He's got 5. And a moment to check in on the rookies with the best shooting percentage in the last month. You look at Thompson, he is consistent. 4th highest shooting percentage in the NBA.
I mean, he's shooting like a seasoned player right now. It has to be exciting for the coaching staff to see him excelling like this.
And what I like about him is he rarely pulls the trigger unless he has a quality look, an open look. And he's cagey and crafty in how he creates room for himself to get a shot off. Well, I love his offensive presence. A lot of poise he plays that end of the floor with.
Smith, he's checked in for the Bucks. It's both from the stripe. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter. 16 feet out. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
Out to Harris. From downtown. Sinks it from distance. Harris has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Porter. Drops it in from 14 feet away.
Right on the money. Porter Jr. wanting to make an impact and a statement from the mid-range.
That's good from Hardaway on the assist by Cunningham. Cunningham's got 3 assists tonight. Porter looks it over. Pass to Trent. Up and over Hardaway. Duren with a rebound. Duren's got 5 rebounds in the game. Hardaway against Prince. Harris outside. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's on Kevin Porter.
You know, looking to score often from there, Harris is excellent at drawing the defense's attention and fouls.
It's his first trip to the line.
You know, guys, that's not quite the same success rate he had at the line last year, although it is somewhat in the neighborhood of last year's numbers.
And he knocks down the first one. Okay, so Tobias Harris, 6'8", 225, a capable jump shooter. That sound familiar, Clark?
Yeah, it's got some of my same profile. I was about the same size when I played back in the ancient days of the early 80s. I see a few similarities: solid, consistent, pretty mobile, can put it on the floor, can do a lot of good stuff. He came into the league so young, only 1 year in college, and he's had a long, productive, steady career, a pro's pro. And that's high praise when you've done it for as long as Tobias has.
And Doc Rivers calls timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here.
And you like how they're taking care of the ball, minus a few mistakes here and there. They're just so difficult to disrupt offensively.
And what a job they've done with their low post defense. As you said, #2 in blocks. That speaks volumes to how well they protect the rim. And they've got the bodies to do it. Trent finds Prince. Cunningham against Porter. From the arc. And again, it's the Bucks missing.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
And out of bounds, Milwaukee will have it. With only 1 game left, let's take a look at what the final standings could look like out east. You take a look at the Bucks, and they're sitting with the 5th seed in the conference currently. And check it out, the Pistons, sitting just 1 spot below them.
Well, I think for Detroit, they've stayed within arm's length of the conference leaders. That in itself is an accomplishment at this point in the season.
You know, I thought maybe they'd have it in them to actually join those leaders this season. But you're right, it's still nice work considering where they are.
Now here's Porter. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Minnesota.
And, you know, that night his defense was remarkable as well. He was excellent at coming up with steals.
Here's Cunningham. They lead by 1. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. And he lobs it up to the rim. And the dunk by Duren.
He is ferocious on alley-oops. With his good hands and wingspan, Duren makes for an easy target on the lob.
Now here's Trent. 11 points in the game. Smith no good.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Thompson goes in. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
The athleticism of Thompson showing up right there. I mean, just explosive off the bounce.
Porter with it. He's picked up by Hardaway. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Thompson. And the Pistons pushing it up now. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play. And an important part of every team's game. A look at the hustle stats for the Pistons.
They've really been disruptive on the defensive end, forcing turnovers and turning those turnovers into points at the other end.
And how about their shot blocking tonight? I mean, creating doubt every time the ball goes up. They're there lurking.
Brook Lopez is checked in for the Bucks. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for Jackson. That free throw is good from Thompson.
They have capitalized well from the free throw line. Their percentage very impressive.
Porter against Cunningham. Porter pass to Antetokounmpo. They need this. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. That one on Harris.
You really have to appreciate and respect the spirit Giannis plays the game with, a beacon of energy and enthusiasm for his team. They all feed off of him with an attitude of joy and unselfishness.
He misses the free throw. Good on the second one. The Pistons lead by 7. Outside 𝙁𝙁. Thompson outside. Harris passes to 𝙁𝙁. That falls. Nice setup by Harris. Harris has got his 3rd assist of the night.
They are shooting nearly 50% from beyond the arc, and their confidence is growing.
Now here's Porter, giving this team some energy, averaging a little over 10 points a game. Shots good by Antetokounmpo.
And using that mid-range area of the floor, Giannis is so confident shooting from there.
Here's Harris. Here's Cunningham. Oh, it's blocked by Lopez. Here's Antetokounmpo. And Giannis throws it down.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
Now here's Cunningham. He's got 7. For 3, here's Harris. And he can't connect. He's 1 for 3 in this game. The Bucks trail by 6. Here's Antetokounmpo. Tries again. And it's laid up and in by Porter. Porter's gotten 4 this quarter.
Really good to see Porter Jr. crash the glass like that, using that athleticism to do some real damage on the boards.
Pass to 𝙁𝙁. Now here's Duren. Just 5 to shoot. Cunningham with the ball. He's guarded by Porter. Rejected by Lopez.
Big Brook Lopez gobbling up space and getting the block on that play.
And up the court come the Pistons on the break. They get the rebound.
Well, just not scoring with the efficiency he'd like to. Tough quarter for him.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Brian, with the Bucks switching coaches midway through last season, Doc Rivers experienced with star-laden rosters. He said, quote, "I resist thinking that you can't coach players. I have no problem holding them accountable. If you don't do it, you're not going to win." Brian, the pressure's on to get it done.
Yeah, the burden of expectations. It's title or bust. Thanks, Allie. Milwaukee making a switch here. Kuzma's checked in. And so it's Schroeder with it. He brings it up for the Pistons. They've led by as much as 10. And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Rollins, he's checked in for Trent. Okay, let's bring up the list of the top foul shooters among post players this season. 5th, Tobias Harris.
And I love how these bigs take the touch they have in the paint straight to the free throw line.
It really does. I mean, defenders have to be a little more cautious than they would be ordinarily. Hack one of these fellas, and they'll cash in.
Here's Schroeder, a dependable player on offense, giving them over 13 a game. Clock at 6. From the top of the key, he buries it. Schroeder's got his 2nd basket of the game. Bucks trail by 3. Antetokounmpo inside, pounded by Harris. Lopez against Stewart. Antetokounmpo for three. That one's off. His third miss out of 8 tries. Detroit has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the second. Pass to Schroeder. Harris outside. That three's off the mark. For Milwaukee, they've gone 8 of 15 in the second. The kick out to Kuzma. Good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist. Kuzma's got 10 points in the game.
A reliable stretch four. In this day and age, Kuzma is very valuable because of his three-point shooting.
Here's Harris. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And he'll take his 3rd and 4th free throws of the night. First one falls.
You know, over time, I think Harris has become really good at accepting more responsibility, and that's part of learning how to be a leader.
Prince is checked in for Porter Jr. And Harris drops them both.
He wasn't quite as assertive as he needed to be in the first quarter, but now he's taking a more head-on approach and getting himself to the line.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 12. Stolen by Schroeder. Beasley outside. Back to Schroeder. Pass to Stewart. Antetokounmpo against Harris. And here's Beasley. 5 to shoot. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. You know, Malik Beasley, there are times he comes into a game and just lights it up, Clark.
Yeah, he's got the ability to score in bunches, B.A. When he's feeling it, he's unstoppable at times. He's got a deep bag, a lot of confidence, and a lot of game.
That free throw misses.
You know, when Beasley stays within himself, I think he's really an effective player, and we know he's skilled on offense.
And the second free throw is good.
And Beasley, his responsibility is to score the basketball and help space the floor with his outside shooting.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. Oh, look at Giannis power in.
Showing off the touch with the exquisite finger roll.
The Pistons leading. Outside Schroeder. Harris on the wing. And there's the lob.
Boy, a good passer at his position. Harris knows when to look for his teammates.
Here's Rollins. Still no points. Antetokounmpo outside. Kuzma for 3. Schroeder with a rebound. The Pistons lead by 3. Pass to Beasley. To the middle. Sasser outside. Harris against Antetokounmpo. Beasley for 3. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. They'll be playing host to New Orleans for their next one, and that's a 1-game homestand for the club. Kuzma outside. Now Antetokounmpo. The 3-ball. Detroit with a rebound. Stewart's got his 4th rebound in this one. Down low. And it's Harris. That time on the assist by Beasley. And now it's a 5-point Detroit lead.
Yep, you know, after a scoreless first period, he's really turned it up a notch, building some momentum.
Here's Antetokounmpo. 14 points for him. Buries it from 3. Kuzma's got 13.
The timing, the rhythm. Kuzma really does a nice job catching the defense off guard with those catch-and-shoot jumpers.
Now here's Schroeder. Pass to Stewart. Harris with it. There's a screen. Jacks up a three. Rebounded by Kuzma.
Hey, how about imagining if they were hitting their shots, how big the lead could be? But so far, that's not been the case.
Back to Lopez. Throws it up high. And stolen by Beasley. There's 42 seconds left to play in the half. Pass to Schroeder. Now Harris. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. They pinned that one on Giannis Antetokounmpo. This is his third trip to the free throw line in this game. And the first one at the line is good.
Capable of playing both the 3 and 4 spots, Harris's versatility is his greatest strength.
Fontecchio's checked in for the Pistons. He's off on the second. The Bucks trail by 3. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Rollins. Schroeder with a rebound. And Schroeder has got the ball here for the Pistons. Harris outside. Puts up a three. Oh, and he hits it at the buzzer.
How about that one? A perfect finish to the half for them to tack another 3 points onto their lead.
And that concludes the first half. Detroit on top, up 6. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Welcome. All right, guys, let's break it down. It has not been the ideal start for the Milwaukee Bucks.
You can see their offense flowing tonight, especially in transition. Maybe all those extra practice drills are paying off.
Their coaching staff has to be pleased with the pace. All right, guys, let's swing it over and see what the fans have been posting. And Cameron Windmill asks, which one of you has the best hair?
Okay, I could say this with supreme confidence. It's a tie.
Yeah, it's a three-way tie at the top. Get it?
Yeah, Cameron Windmill, you might want to get a new TV. Or maybe an eye test. Glad you could join us. Ryan Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the start of the third quarter.
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been a clinic out there by Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And in the first half, he dominated in the post. He got the looks he wanted and was able to execute.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
Taking a look at the Bucks. Inside, we have Giannis and Lopez. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. Then there's Prince. And it's Rollins in at the point. Kuzma, that's good.
Put that throttle down. Love seeing Kuzma on offense play with so much confidence.
Pass to Hardaway. Here's Thompson. To the paint. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Antetokounmpo has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Shoots over Thompson. The three from Prince. Good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist. Antetokounmpo's got 6 assists in the game. Detroit shooting at a 48% clip from the floor. Harris outside. And he lobs it up. Lays it in off the pretty lob.
Smooth finish off a terrific feed.
Man, the timing and execution couldn't have been any better right there.
Guys, I hope we get to see a few more of those.
Here's Rollins. Still without a bucket. Lopez in the post. Working on Duren. The offensive rebound. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lopez. And here's a look at some numbers for Tim Hardaway. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Here's the pick. Pass to Harris. And they double up Harris. 4 on the clock. Hardaway from outside. Knocks down the triple. And now a 5-point Pistons lead.
This is Hardaway Jr.'s bread and butter. Really lethal off the catch.
Now here's Lopez. And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
You know, no opponent is willing to give Antetokounmpo an easy look. I mean, they want to make it hard on him, and he's going to get bodied up, and he's learned to accept that.
So far in the game, he's gone 2 for 4 from the line.
He had a really rough game at the line last time out. He struggled to get anything to drop.
Was completely out of sync on his free throws, and I'm sure that led him to some extra work at the foul line. And I know he's got to be upset at himself for shooting so poorly at the line. So I would think he'll be doing everything he can to bring those numbers up.
That one's off. He hits the second from the line. Detroit leading by 4. Pass to Duren. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That'll belong to Kyle Kuzma.
And Duren doesn't fear the contact. In fact, he welcomes it when he's trying to score.
And he makes the first. And Duren drops them both. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Pass to Rollins. Duren against Lopez. Here's Prince. Rollins passes to Lopez. Shoots over Duren. And another miss by Milwaukee. And so Cunningham will bring it up for Detroit. They've led by as much as 10. And at home for the next game, it'll be New York pulling in to face them. And they're deep into this homestand. That'll be game 4 out of 5. Bucks trail by 9. Antetokounmpo outside. And Giannis shrugs off the contact.
He is certainly one of the few true franchise cornerstones in the league. Few guys can take over a game like the Greek Freak.
Harris passes to Hardaway. Thompson against Kuzma. Shoots from 12. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. That's on Brook Lopez. The free throw drops for Duren. Holland, he's checked in for Harris. And so he's able to get 1 of 2. The Bucks trail by 8. Here's Prince. It's not going to go for him. Good D by Hardaway. Here's Thompson. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Part of why Ausar Thompson was an attractive prospect was his raw athleticism. I mean, he can run the floor, he can easily jump up to the rim, and scouts absolutely love that.
The first free throw is good. That one misses. And the league has made it clear, Grant, it sees streaming at the forefront of basketball viewing going forward.
Well, B.A., it's a no-brainer. The internet is the future, after all, and streaming opens a lot more options for engaging with fans while they watch.
It's Kuzma with the miss. Detroit with the ball. They're on a 12-3 run. And the dunk by Duren.
And Jalen is just taking over in this one. This is how lethal of a player he can be.
Here's Rollins. No points so far. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Shoots over Holland. Antetokounmpo. That's good.
Another night we see Giannis at his best. This defense doesn't have a clue as to how to guard it.
Cunningham passes to Thompson. Offensive board. Goes back up. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Pistons.
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end, tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of steals.
They're also finding a lot of points tonight off of transition play, running the floor and using the fast break to beat the defense.
And he drops the first. That one falls, so he hits both of them. And here is Antetokounmpo. 19 points in the game. Kuzma outside. From outside, off the mark. Detroit with the ball. They're on a 16-5 run. Here's Hardaway, and it's off the back of the rim, no good. And here's Antetokounmpo. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. They trail by 11. On Tim Hardaway's best nights, Clark, he can light it up from the perimeter.
Yeah, he's got a great stroke and compose matchup problems when he's got it going. When that happens, it forces opponents to adjust their defensive posture. So he's extremely valuable when he gets it going, knocking down shots on the perimeter.
Kuzma for three. Duren with a rebound. Duren's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Hardaway. And some very quick points for him on that possession. Hardaway's got 15.
All game long, he's been getting to his spots, and the defense has yet to adjust.
Antetokounmpo, the pass to Lopez. Pass to Prince. Antetokounmpo outside. Shot clock at 6. Rebound Detroit. Here's Holland. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Definitely saved a layup with that foul, and he'll make him. Earn him from the line, and that's what you want to see.
First trip to the line for him here. And he knocks down the first one. A big group substitution here for Detroit. Stewart, he's checked in for Duren. Beasley comes in for Thompson. Sasser's checked in for Hardaway. And it's Dennis Schroeder in for Cunningham. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Porter Jr.'s checked in. And he makes the first but misses the second. Bucks trail by 12. Antetokounmpo outside. There's the screen by Kuzma. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Kuzma. Good! And Antetokounmpo gets the assist. Antetokounmpo's got 7 assists in the game. And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. And since the All-Star break, here are the teams playing at the fastest pace. Detroit, second.
Here's a team that is not being slowed down by the long NBA season. They've been looking to push the ball every chance they can get.
Detroit leading by 10. Pass to Beasley. Stewart, a screen on Kuzma. And it's Beasley penetrating. Oh, it's blocked by Lopez. And it's out of bounds to the Pistons as Detroit retains possession. It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
Let's see if that block can amp up this team. I mean, they're looking for anything to get themselves going.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Trent's checked in. Six on the shot clock. From 11 feet away. And again, the Pistons missing. The Bucks trail by 10. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. This will be his second trip to the free throw line in this one. That's good from Trent. Detroit leading by 7. Now Schroeder. Pass to Stewart. Shoots. That one falls. Coming off Schroeder's feed.
And, you know, we all know Schroeder can score now, but they're a nice assist to his wide-open teammate.
Antetokounmpo with it. Oh, it's stolen. Beasley outside. Right wing. Sasser outside. Back to Beasley. Stewart, a screen on Kuzma. Just 4 to shoot. Beasley for 3. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Porter with it. Lopez passes to Porter. Shoots. And the Bucks miss again. Detroit has gone 7 for 17 from three-point range so far in this matchup. Sasser gets the bucket.
Defensively, gotta close out a little faster. That's a look he'll make with regularity.
Antetokounmpo, the pass to Kuzma. Back to Antetokounmpo. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The Pistons lead by 12. Here's Holland. Good D by Antetokounmpo. Pass to Kuzma. Fires for 3. Nice shot there, making him 8 for 13.
Boy, Kuzma, superb at finding space along the perimeter and shooting the ball with confidence, and he's got great range, too.
And the timeout called here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over.
Yeah, coach no doubt wants to use this timeout to review the matchups and maybe make some adjustments as well.
Yeah, and I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
The Pistons making a switch here. Fontecchio's checked in. And Milwaukee with a change here, too. Green's checked in for Lopez. Up top, Schroeder. He's guarded by Porter. Schroeder passes to Stewart. Sasser outside. Clock at 6. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Sasser's got 5 points now this quarter.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
Antetokounmpo, the pass to Kuzma. Good! And Antetokounmpo gets the assist.
You know, he's got to be exasperated right now, fellas. I mean, playing excellent ball, but they're still losing.
Pass to Beasley. Stewart, a screen on Green. Beasley outside. Beyond the arc. Drains the triple. Beasley's got 11.
He's taking what he can get here, has a 3 in each half.
Antetokounmpo inside. Stewart defends. Green for 3. The rebound by Stewart. Stewart's got 6 rebounds here tonight. There's the triple. Rebounded by Green.
Defensively, you pick your poison. That time, they gambled off the right guy.
Now here's Porter. Trent from long range. The rebound by Beasley.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Pass to Schroeder. Back to Beasley for 3. Sinks that one. Now shooting 5 of 10 and looking sharp.
He's starting to heat up from outside. That's his second this half.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Trent on the wing. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. That's on Isaiah Stewart. And this will be his 3rd and 4th free throws of the game here.
We've seen some obvious improvement in his free throw shooting since last year.
And the first one at the line is good. Harris is checked in for Detroit. Jackson, he's checked in for Milwaukee. No good on the second free throw. The Pistons lead by 13. Harris outside. Pass to Schroeder. Fontecchio outside. Beasley, the pass to Harris. Harris is doubled. The Pistons need to get one up quick. Beasley misses. And so Porter will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Trent for three. The rebound by Beasley. Going inside, and the layup is good off the glass. Beasley's got 16 points now.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
And so it's the Detroit Pistons up 15 points as this quarter concludes. Their defense has forced a number of key turnovers, giving them a clear advantage on possessions. We'll be right back. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Thompson and Harris are the 3 and the 4. Tim Hardaway is out there with Cade Cunningham. And it's Duren in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons. Now here's Porter. Green with a screen on Hardaway. Launches it. And there's Green on the assist by Porter. Green's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Entering the league, Porter Jr. was a scoring guard type, but he's morphed into more of a ball handler. Very impressive.
Ooh, had a nice open look right there.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Cunningham against Porter. Trent outside. Fires from deep. Rebound Detroit. Duren's got 11 rebounds in the game.
You can't seem to find the range here in the second. He did a great job in the first, hitting 3 from outside.
Here's Cunningham. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's on Kevin Porter.
And I like how tough Cunningham is, welcoming the contact on the way to the hoop.
No good on that one. Good on the second one. The Bucks trail by 16. Here's Porter. Jackson outside. Pass to Trent from behind the arc. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson. Trent's got 21 points in the game. And just about a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. Hardaway with a screen on Green. Harris's shot is good. Harris has got 5 points in the quarter.
And they've really managed to dominate inside.
The play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
Green against Harris. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. And he makes the first. Trent hits them both.
Well, you have to like how he's challenging the defense now in the second half. Getting to the line for a lot of free throw opportunities.
Cunningham looking it over. The three. It's Milwaukee with a rebound.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too.
Detroit leading by 13. Harris passes to Hardaway. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Shot clock at 6. And he's going for the lob. And the dunk by Duren.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam, PA.
Defense disorganized. Defense pays.
Well, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
Porter's shot is off. And here's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. Harris outside. Cunningham passes to Harris. Hardaway on the wing. The three is up. That falls. Nice setup by Harris. Harris has got 8 assists here tonight. Smith with a screen on Cunningham. And stolen by Cunningham. And now the Pistons in transition. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
I love big guards, and Cunningham using the size to perfection.
That free throw good from Cunningham. Giannis Antetokounmpo checked in for Milwaukee. And that's good as he hits both shots. Well, Grant, in terms of scheduling, you see any way to eliminate back-to-backs?
You know, I'm not a big fan of eliminating back-to-backs, but to answer your question, BA, you have 2 choices. Either fewer regular season games or extend the season by a few weeks. I don't think either one of those options is in our future.
It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. Milwaukee's gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the 4th. And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. Jackson outside. And here's Porter. Back to Jackson. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Porter. Shot to stop the run. Duren with the rebound.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, that was something else, man. Wow.
Show us some power.
How about the flash by Antetokounmpo? I mean, just an insanely talented athlete who loves to punish that rim.
Now Cunningham. Outside Hardaway. The three is up. The shot's good on the assist by Cunningham. Cunningham's got 5 assists in the game.
When this guy starts hitting threes, watch out. He's just pouring it on this half.
Porter against Cunningham. Looking to end this cold spell. And the bucket's good from Porter in deep.
Capping off the drive through the bump, Porter Jr. holding steady.
Cunningham against Porter. Cunningham passes to Harris. Cunningham outside. Tipped.
The timing from Porter Jr. on the rejection, you couldn't ask for better defense from him.
Yeah, I tell you what, for him, this has been a game to forget. But somehow they still find themselves with the lead.
He's shooting well, doing his best to keep this offense in gear, but he hasn't had a lot of support.
And a vital mission for the NBA, mental health. Commissioner Silver has said it's the most important issue for the league.
And I applaud Adam for those comments he's made about it. I mean, the season is so difficult. It can really take a toll on your mind. So it's great the league is trying to help players out through this.
And that one falls for Antetokounmpo. The Pistons lead by 19. Here's Duren. And the dunk by Duren.
Cunningham seeing the floor oh so well in his young career.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Pass to Lopez. And there's a 3-second violation.
We've seen more than a few miscues from them tonight.
And I tell you what, more brain-neutral plays like that one, and they'll have a hole deeper than the one they're already in.
Harris outside. Back to Cunningham. That free throw, no good. Clark, in your opinion, how does social media affect the game?
Monumental ways. One, I think the most direct way is that it keeps fans connected to players, and players have the option as to how they're going to engage with their fans directly, player to fan, without any middle person. And that is valuable both ways, except when the narrative turns negative. That's the other side of the coin. And when you say things publicly on social media platforms, it's impossible to retract them. You might be able to erase them, but they're still out there in the stratosphere.
Here's Cunningham, following the score by Milwaukee. Outside Hardaway, fires the three. That falls. Nice setup by Harris. Harris has got 9 assists now tonight. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Bucks. Over to the wing. Rollins passes to Prince. And Cunningham pulls it down. Cunningham's got 4 rebounds in the game.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
And I mean, how do you guard Giannis? When he's looking to score, sometimes you just have to foul him.
First one falls for him. Well, Grant, we've heard some out there say dynasties are dead, and these days there are a lot of teams contending for titles.
Well, the NBA is happy to see all the competition, but, you know, this league has been defined over the decades by dynasties. We'll see if their epitaph has been written.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. The Pistons lead by 21. Cunningham passes to Harris. Now here's Thompson, defended by Kuzma. Outside Hardaway, puts up a deep three. It's Milwaukee with a rebound.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
Kuzma, the pass to Rollins. Now Antetokounmpo, pass to Lopez. Hardaway comes with a double. And Lopez gets it to go.
Boy, he is so tough to deal with inside. Lopez just too big and too skilled.
Cunningham passes to Duren. Up top, Thompson. Cunningham on the wing. Thompson with it. Inside, here's Duren. And the dunk by Duren.
He can really read the floor. Precision pass in rhythm.
Bucks trail by 21. Here's Antetokounmpo. And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. And that one falls for Antetokounmpo. The Pistons lead by 18. Cunningham passes to Hardaway. Cunningham outside. Pass to Harris. 5 on the clock. Hardaway with it. Let's go with a three. Rebounded by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo is... And the layup falls. Antetokounmpo has got 13 points now in the quarter.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Harris. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. That's on Brook Lopez.
Well above an 80% foul shooter for his career. Harris is not the guy you want to foul.
First free throw is good.
And defensively, I think they're doing a better job, not reaching, and as a result, not sending them to the line the way they did in the first half.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Here's Antetokounmpo. Pass to Rollins. Kuzma outside. Prince, a screen on Thompson. Kuzma for 3. And it's Harris with the rebound. And so Cunningham will bring it up for the Pistons. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Thompson outside. And here's Duren. Pass to Cunningham. From 9 feet, and he gets it to go.
And I love the energy from Cunningham inside, pushing to get the bucket.
Bucks trail by 20. Here's Rollins. Lopez, the screen on Cunningham. Rollins passes to Kuzma. From outside the arc, he buries it from three. Kuzma's got 27 points.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Cunningham drives in. The three from Thompson. The shot's good on the assist by Cunningham. Cunningham's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Pistons.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And this result tonight, it gets them to 44 wins on the year. And they got a lot of great solo efforts tonight, but probably none bigger than the performance for Jalen Duren.
It's hard to think of a part of the game where he didn't play a major role, mentally, physically. I mean, he showed us what he's capable of when he's feeling his best.
And a new group getting ready for the Pistons. Holland, he's checked in for Harris. Fontecchio comes in for Thompson. Beasley's checked in for Hardaway. And it's Schroeder in for Cunningham. So Milwaukee going with almost an entirely new group here. Green's checked in for Antetokounmpo. Jackson comes in for Kuzma. Gary Trent Jr., he's checked in for Prince. And it's Porter Jr. in for Rollins. So, Clark, you think the winner of the NBA Cup should be guaranteed an automatic playoff bid?
Man, that's interesting. I think it could make for a more competitive tournament. So if that would be the outcome, then I would be all for it. But what happens if the tournament winner is the #1 seed at the end of the season? I think you'd have to find alternative incentives then, B.A.
Now here's Green. Now here's Lopez. Pass to Jackson. Lets it go from deep. No good there.
He's been tremendous at corralling misses all night long.
Yeah, I love the way he's fighting through box outs, using his elbows. I mean, he's doing whatever it takes.
Beasley outside. Launches a three. Another three for Detroit.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Now here's Porter. 19 seconds left to play in the 4th quarter. Pass to Jackson. Trent outside. Green, a screen. And Gary Trent Jr. hits from deep.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
So we see the Pistons taking the W here. We saw two different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.
That's it, folks. The NBA regular season is in the books. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Clark Kellogg, this is Brian Anderson thanking you all for tuning in tonight. So long, everyone.